Here's why. Every stock, okay, has something like this. This is distribution of returns. Do you understand? Every stock in the stock market. All right, and guess what? The average return for a stock daily is what? It's 0. It's 0. The average daily return for a stock is 0. Let's say XY%. It's very low. Okay? What's interesting about this? Well, what's interesting is this distance, sometimes called sigma. Verizon 1 sigma, I actually can get this, calculate this 1 minute. And this will be on Goodell very soon. Verizon 1 sigma is, guess what, Robert? How much? All right, how much? Yeah, of course shitcoins are detrimental. What's the Verizon 1 sigma? What's the Palantir 1 sigma? Okay, and what's the IonQ 1 sigma? Someone said 0.6%. These are not in sigmas, these are in percentages. So Verizon is 1.38%. That's the 1 standard deviation percentage daily change move, okay? It's very low. How about Palantir? No, it's the measurement of 1 sigma is what I'm asking. All right, Palantir is 4.23%. And IonQ is 7.4%. It's the most volatile stock in the fucking stock market. Think about that. How about NVIDIA? What do you think? Yeah, NVIDIA's pretty high. And Max, there's not enough data, my friend. NVIDIA is 3.5. Okay, so the point is Verizon dry and boring? Yes. But that is what banks made leverage for. If you want Verizon to be exciting, you can make it just as exciting as NVIDIA by 3x leveraging it. Or conversely, you can make NVIDIA as boring as Verizon by 0.3x leveraging it. That's called intelligent leverage, homie. Look, Auntie, as you know, this is not the best way to look at things because, well, margin rates are very low. Margin rates are very low. So that shouldn't affect things. Yeah, we'll have this function on Bloomberg, the Bloomberg replacement called Goodell Terminal. But if you want to calculate it at home, here's what you do. Go to your Goodell, NVDA equity HP. So that's historical table prices. Here's the table. Download the table. Just hit download. Open it up. And very soon, it'll just be listed on HP. And it's very simple. You just do, you can do close over close -1. Take that for the time series. And you could just do portfolio margin. 3x leverage. You can use calls too. And just do stdev. And there you go. That's it. 3.56%. Now, how cool would it be if we had a list of stocks ranked in S&P 500 by their one sigma or their standard deviation? Do. There's a lot of ways you could do this, but I like the one sigma quite a bit. Okay, so what if we did this? What if we did this? For fun, let's extend our tool here. Yeah, I think this is a good way to choose sizing, absolutely. Let's do Apple. What is Apple's? Let's see if I can get you this, like this. Can you guys see this okay? You should be able to see this okay. This is a ranking of the world's biggest companies. This is Apple. I would do 1 year, but you don't have to. Let's just fill it out a little bit ourselves. There's a lot of ways to measure risk, but this is a good first line of defense. Just what is your typical day-to-day risk? Schwab, I mean, it's hard with these bank stocks. I think we just have to learn a little bit at a time. I don't know if I'm comfortable just giving out like a recommendation. Microsoft below Apple. Interesting, right? We don't do SEO, Robert. We don't want SEO. This is a hush-hush product for now. We still have some bugs to work out. Tesla's real. Look at Tesla. Look at Berkshire. Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? Look at it. Just look at it. Goodell hired me, I don't know, 2 years ago. Old head stock. Now, that's another really low vol. Just an intern. Yeah, I work there. I'm a co-founder. Wow, look at Visa. How crazy is that? Would you expect that from Visa? Real low. Now, we can also do a distribution of these returns if we wanted. How about Tencent, our first international one? Well, they're not all international. I use the ADR for this one. But Tencent is not traded in the US at all. Shit, tell Visa they're mature. Wow. MasterCard almost as low as Berkshire. UNH. Okay, Oracle. Costco. Costco's pretty low. Netflix. Home Depot. Procter & Gamble. Procter almost as low as Berkshire as well. I'm still a Larry Ellison fan. J&J almost as low, amongst the lowest. How about Louis, LVMH? Pretty normal. So now let's look at the average of these, right? The average 1 sigma move is 1.8. That makes NVIDIA a big outlier. That's 2 sigma. Tesla almost 3 sigma. Taiwan Semi also an outlier here. What's the standard deviation of these standard deviations? So we can actually, do this. Say, okay, mean minus value. And how many sigmas is this? We could say 0. Kind of funny, right? Am I doing this right? Maybe do it like this. It's the same thing, I guess. I could also just do, a little easier. Well, either way, this is good enough, I think. I mean, we could just do other way around. There we go. That's kind of what I was looking for here. You can also just use beta too, which we'll do. Maybe we'll do that in a second. So the 1 sigma daily change. Okay, this is the lowest one we've seen. Coca-Cola 0.96, below Berkshire Hathaway. The only stock more boring than Berkshire. Tesla, the highest in this group so far. Here's Palantir, going to set the new record, 4.235. Wait a second, Palantir's not as much as Palantir's not as much as Tesla. Tesla's the king of volatility. Average stock 1.93. All right, how else do we look at these? Let's look at beta. Yeah, these are the largest companies in the world. All right, the raw beta and the adjusted beta. Now, some of you like it raw. Some of you like it adjusted. It's up to you. How about Berkshire? Wow. Look at the Coca-Cola. Look at the Coca-Cola beta. Oh, Jesus. You bought CoreWeave? Get out. Get out while you still can. So notice NVIDIA has slightly more beta than Tesla, even though Tesla has more vol. And then we're going to look at implied vol. But let's look at Visa's beta. Visa's actually, so it's really interesting. Visa has higher beta, still not 1, but it's got more beta than Proctor, but the same return dynamics. Isn't that interesting? So they both move around the same amount, but Visa has more correlation to the market. How about implied vol? How about implied vol? Okay, let's look at Visa. Implied vol right now, 25. Good question, Philip. How about NVIDIA implied vol? I would get out of CoreWeave, man. It's just too much debt. It's not a bad business. They just I think their debt is. So NVIDIA implied vol, I would say is only 46. That only is doing a lot of work there, but implied vol you calculate from options. You could also do historical vol, which is sort of what 1 sigma is. It's interesting how low the implied vol is for NVIDIA. It's a lot lower than I thought it would be. That could actually be a clue. Look at Amazon's implied vol. Pretty high. You guys paying attention? This stuff's super interesting. Is this thing even on? Tesla, no, Meta implied vol is as high as Nvidia. Does that make sense to you? Shouldn't we be able to arm this? You want to arm this shit? And here's the king of the implied vol here is you see Nvidia's vol is elevated, but it's not as high as Tesla's. Isn't that interesting? It's basically average. I mean, it's above average, but it's, let's keep looking. Yeah, long straddles could work. Zonegrin. That's a weird. Yeah, I don't know if you should write that word. Don't be weird. Okay, what else? No, it's the opposite. You don't want to pay the vol for these Tesla options. You want to sell the Tesla options. Of course, the vol might come in higher than you think. The market turns out is quite efficient. But if you want a real home run, let's see. Let's go average. The lowest vol, implied vol, is Berkshire Hathaway. It also happens to be the lowest actual vol and the lowest, and amongst the lowest beta. IonQ's implied vol is 100, so even higher than Tesla's. Oh yeah, definitely a VP. It's coming. I'm wrong about a stock every day, pal. How much time do you have? About 10 minutes ago. Like dead wrong about a stock, I would say Antilia. I still bear that cross. NTLA. I need to get a tattoo so I learn the lesson. Thanks, JC. Yeah, VKTX has been bad, but like that's already kind of like volatile, and it wasn't like that high conviction. I was pretty sure of Antilia working out. Okay, Netflix. Pretty high vol here, actually. And Netflix does tend to move a lot, I guess. Tesla's like 3 sigma. In the implied vol department. And IonQ is 5 sigma. 5 sigma in the implied vol department. How nuts is that? 5 sigma. That's a once in a lifetime. But these aren't normally distributed, are they? They may not be so normally distributed. Oh, you want to see MicroStrategy? MicroStrategy. I guess we can do... Okay, let's do a special line item for IonQ. Stood up here. You can delete it later. So rank -1 million. Sector shit. Sector 2 smelly shit. Ticker is IonQ. Name IonQ. Market cap unbelievable. Price is nonsense. PE is what earnings. Year to date is up 1 million%. Revenue is fake. There you go. Let's look at the details. Okay, historical return histogram 7.4%, almost double Tesla. Beta. This thing has a 3.8 beta. What the fuck? I've never seen a stock with a 3.8 beta. I'm upset I looked at that. Jesus Christ. And the implied vol is a mere... Oh, it dipped just below 100 now. Okay, how about Rigetti? Rigetti. Higher or lower? What would you guys say? Rigetti's 1 sigma, higher or lower than IonQ? It's higher. It's an unbelievable 11%. That's the 1 sigma is 11%. Imagine a 3 sigma move. The 3 sigma is not out of the question. So 2 sigma happens every other, week. A 25% move. I mean, we've been there. We survived these, right? Some of you have the war wounds. Some of you didn't survive. How about beta? Shocking, Rigetti has lower beta than IonQ. And how about implied vol? I was going to say, in my head I was thinking it's probably the same. And it is roughly the same. Yeah, we could do the ATR as well. Let's look at D-Wave. This is the whole bag 7 right here. Actually, the revenue for D-Wave, I corrected it from fake to 1 retarded German. that is a non-integer. Okay, so 3 beta, just normal stuff here, nothing to worry about. But the implied vol is the highest. Yeah, headquarters, Miami Beach. All right, finally, let's do MicroStrategy. Market cap, price, earnings is Bitcoin yield, revenue. You know, they sell software. So it's higher, you know, MicroStrategy's 1 sigma is higher than, say, Tesla's or Palantir's, but it's not that much higher. The beta is actually not that high. The beta for MicroStrategy is lower than NVIDIA and Tesla. Because I guess Bitcoin's like not so correlated, right? And the implied vol is actually fairly low. Not fairly low. It's very high, actually. But it's lower than quantum. You want to see GameStop? Well, I would say GameStop is in the SPAC sector. The market cap is also unbelievable. Earnings, none yet. Year-to-date performance is Roaring Kitty's menstrual cycle. Revenue is, don't worry, it's coming. All right. GameStop, 1 sigma, ooh, 7.32. GameStop beta, pretty low, pretty low. And GameStop implied vol, pretty high actually. So that's, you know, sell GameStop vol if you dare. It's the actual, well, the beta's low, but the moves are big. There's still an ARB there. IV matters a lot because you are paying a lot for the options. Pretty basic point here.